Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Realms and Roleplay Sovereign of Death. Last time, we had a TPK. Everybody in the party was knocked unconscious, and unfortunately, Martin Money was killed. So we are going to open up in a grand opera house. This is a place that Wynn would be familiar with. You've gone here several times with your family. Aria, you maybe have visited this place also. It's a very common place in Broken Rock. The opera house is very ornate, and there are folks from all walks of life who have gathered here, and the opera house is packed to the brim. Each of the remaining members of the team, so Aria, Madie, Wynn, and you see with a patchwork sort of bandage that Anne is there also, and each of you are strung up on the stage of the opera house, and hanging by your arms and your legs are both strung to different suspension cords. And you all come to, and you awake with 1 hit point each. So you're still very hurt, but you're conscious enough, kind of fading in and out of consciousness, as Churlish Swan Virgil, the elected representative of Broken Rock, walks into the stage. He's wearing a very ornate robe. You see he has a half cape that resembles what his guards are wearing. He's wielding a trident with him. And as he walks out, he holds up his hands, and the crowd that has kind of been chitter chatter kind of quiets down. And he turns around to face you all, and he says, "The insurgents have been captured. You no longer have to fear for your life. We know that the terrorist attacks that have happened were orchestrated by none other than Mithrica, who we thought was one of our own." And when you see Captain Skipglider come out with your mom, and your mom is in shackles, she looks really dirty, as if she's probably been in a cell for a few days. You all come to, and you don't really have a concept of how long you've been imprisoned. And your mom is standing next to where you all are chained up, and you see Churlish says, "What should we do with the insurgents?" And all the people in the crowd start to chant, "Blood, blood, 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 blood." And as they start to chant, you see that the people in the front row start to throw things on the stage at you all. And Churlish holds up a hand, and he's like, "Let us not devolve into barbaric monsters."
He asked them for blood.
These people used to be our friends. And you see one person in the front says, "They don't deserve a trial." And people continue to throw stuff at you all on the stage. Churlish takes his trident and holds it aloft. So Churlish holds his trident aloft, and he says, "If it's blood you want, then it's blood you'll have." And he draws his arm back, looking directly at you, Madie, and he says, "The last human shall die tonight." And before he can throw the trident, the lights shut off, and there's a loud explosion, and people start to scream, "Ah!" and run. You all feel the wind from various magic spells being cast. You hear people clanging swords together and fighting. And suddenly when you're cut free and someone is holding you in their arms, and you hear your dad say to you, "It's okay, I'm here now," and he holds you close. Madie and Aria, you're cut down as well, and in the darkness, you're swept out of the room. So the three of you are now outside of the opera house. It's the middle of the night, and in front of you, you see Rocal, who's Wynn's dad. Along with him is elder son Robin, who's Aria's master, and Wynn, for the first time in several years, you see your friend Orpheus, and she has an eye patch now with a really big gash across her face, and she looks battle worn, and she smiles at you and says, "It's been a long time, Wynn."
Orpheus, what has happened? What is going on? Did you get everyone? Is everyone out safe?
Elderson Robin chimes in and he's like, "We don't have time for this. We need to get out of here." And
where's Martin? Do we have Keef? Do we have Anne? Do we have Martin? We're missing half our party.
They all kind of look around and they say, "We were only able to grab you three."
No. What? My mom?
"I'm sorry, I wasn't able to grab your mother," your dad says as he puts a hand on your shoulder.
Well, let's get us to safety and we'll go back for them.
It seems like Shirlish is hesitant to go right through killing people, so maybe there's a chance we can come back and save her later.
I don't know, he seemed pretty ready to kill me.
You see,
we have to get off the streets. Do you have a safe house?
Start to rush out of the opera house as you all are talking.
Yeah, we need to go. Where are we going to go?
Dad,
Who knows to where to go?
Orpheus, do you have a safe house somewhere near?
You see, she looks at you and says, "There were some people who attacked our base a few days ago, and your father said that one of his own betrayed them. He barely made it out."
The turtle. It was the turtle.
Mox? You see, your dad looks really shocked. "Mox wouldn't do that. He's my best friend."
Oh, no.
I saw him send a carrier pigeon with a message the night this all went down. When was this? How many nights ago was that? What day
last night. We have to go. We have to go right now. Who has some place we can go to?
As you say that, elder son Robin is like, "I know somewhere we can hide." And he leads you all away from the opera house towards the docks. And once you get to the docks, there is a boating house. So it's just a giant boathouse. And so you climb onto the boat. And once you get in the boathouse, there's an old sea captain there. And he has a metal jaw, a metal bottom jaw. And he holds up a notepad, and Elderson Robin draws a symbol on the notepad. The sailor nods and allows you all to enter into the boathouse.
Do I see this symbol?
Yeah, you can make a history check to see if you recognize it.
Okay, I got 14. Let's see if I have any. 16.
So you recognize it as something that is from a symbol that a lot of historians talk about was used during the Merge, which is a event that sort of shaped the world of Yashan as it is now. But you're not familiar with what group is associated.
Okay.
Have I ever seen it, like, with my friends or my dad?
No.
Okay.
So you all are in the boathouse now, and you have sort of a moment to catch your breath.
Okay, so we need to go back immediately. So we at least know I saw Anne and Keef and my mom, and they were at the opera house too.
You saw Keef? I didn't see Keef.
Oh, maybe I didn't see Keef.
I don't think he was there.
Okay, I only saw Anne and my mom then. I assumed Keef was with us? No?
So we were on stage with Anne. I saw your mom come out. I didn't see Keef. Aria, did you see him?
No.
And I didn't see Martin either. What happened?
I don't know. I mean, I was the last one standing. Everybody else just fell over and just.
Did you
I
have
kept
to fight
fighting.
the dragon?
No.
The Dragonborn?
Oh no. So no, I didn't. I talked my way out of the dragon thing. Grabbed you, ran out into the hallway. Martin was fighting with oh god, the lizard guy, the skip glider. And then Calderon was bad, and he went in and started to hurt everybody. I know I had to try to fight them both by myself because everybody else was like on the ground. And then I passed out. I don't know what happened after that. I don't know what happened to Martin. I don't think it's good. I don't know.
Dad, how long have we been, I don't know, unconscious?
Captured?
How long ago did my mom get captured? That was the same day that we almost died.
Your mother was arrested about 3 days ago.
Oh god, 3 days. Okay.
Do you know the whereabouts of the rest of our friends?
Everything's been pretty hectic since we lost our base. We've just been trying to stay out of sight. If your friends are being held, it's probably in the palace.
But then why did they try and make a big... This isn't the Broken Rock I remember. Why did they make a big bloodbath?
Well, Churlish wants to win the people over. And if they see him as a hero, then he'll have done what he wants.
Okay. Well, he seems like he wants to make an example out of me, which is kind of a problem. We need to figure out a way to... We can't do anything before we rest. Do you think that we can rest? I have a few potions left if we want to try to drink the potions. I have 3 potions of healing.
I think we should save those. If we are safe to rest here.
Elder Son looks at you and he says, you should be safe here.
Okay.
Do we have time?
I mean, do we have time to not?
You're right.
With 1 hit point each, if anything goes down, that's it.
You're right, but Dad, you and the rest of the Spark... Is there a rest of the Spark?
Orpheus looks at you and she says, I'm all that's left.
But we just saw Narcissa like 3 days ago. She was at the soup kitchen.
She didn't make it.
Okay. Wynn, I'm sorry. Listen, okay. Do you all know a healer? We have to get fixed up.
You see Elder Son takes some herbs out and he's like, I can make you something and it may help, but it'll take some time.
Okay. We'll take it, please.
He starts to make something with the herbs, and after about 10 minutes or so, he comes back with a soup, and he says, there's not much, so you 3 will have to share.
Okay, let's split it equally.
So he gives you each some, and you each gain... You each get 10 hit points back.
Great. Okay. So.
I'm sorry.
It's still not a lot.
There's not more I can do right now. You see Rokal, when your dad, he speaks up and he says, if you want to try to save your friends, it might be best to do it tonight during all the confusion.
What confusion?
Well, when we attacked the Opera House, people left in a panic. So this is our chance. While they're preoccupied there, we could sneak into the palace. You see Orpheus speaks up and she says, no, we're not going to die for no reason. All of my friends just died at our camp for nothing. And Elder Son puts his hand on her shoulder and he's like, it wasn't for nothing. We're all fighting for the same thing. They knew the risk.
Okay, I need to get into my elf disguise. So I'm going to do that now. Hopefully it's just as good as it was before. So I put that on.
Okay, awesome. So you're getting suited up in your disguise. Aria and Wynn, is there anything that you would like to do in preparation?
Crying as a free action.
So when a lot has happened, you've lost some of your best friends, your mom is nowhere to be found, so you take a moment and you just process all of that and let the tears flow. Aria, what about you? Is there anything that you need to do in preparation?
I'll take a sec to meditate.
You
Major focus.
you take a second, commune with nature, meditate, gather your energy. So were you all going to rest at the boathouse, or were you going to try to go out tonight?
I think we should take a short rest, and we can use some hit die to recover additional HPs. But I don't think Wynn would take a long 8-hour sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So yeah, you can have a short rest if you would like, while you have this moment to sort of prepare and recuperate. So if you want to spend some of your hit die, you can do that. So I think between the last time you all had a short rest and now, I don't think you've had a long rest. So you haven't recovered hit die. So if you used them last time, you don't have any right now.
I don't think we did.
Only Martin needed to rest for
Okay.
his spells.
Yeah.
Which,
Oh yeah.
So I
Rip.
have a so I have a bonus action that's second wind plus second wind 1 short rest. Once per short rest, you can use a bonus action to regain 1d10 plus 5 HP.
So say that again. So you can gain additional HP on a short rest.
Per short rest, you can use a bonus action to regain. But why is it?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
So the ability is called Second Wind. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay. So what that means is when you're in a fight, you can get a second wind essentially, and you can continue to keep fighting. So it's just a way to heal yourself during a fight.
Oh.
Yeah. And so once you
Okay.
use the ability, you need to take a short rest before you can use it again.
Oh, it would have been really nice for me to have read that last time. Okay.
It's all good.
so I'm at max
yeah,
hit
for
points.
Okay. Oh, you're at Matt. Okay.
Yeah, I just used 4 of my 5 hit die to regain.
Okay. How do the hit die work?
So what you should do is in D&D Beyond, click the short rest button. Has a little campfire.
Oh. Okay. Hold on. Just got my spreadsheet out.
Oh well, you should have a box for hit die somewhere under your health. It says hit die.
Oh yeah. 5d10.
Right. So you can roll up to 5d10 and add those to your health.
Okay.
So you can just use them one at a time. Every class has a different. So I rolled d8s and I used 4 of them.
Okay. Okay.
D&D
so
math.
I'm like, wow, which one's the D10? I haven't had to use that one yet. Okay, got it. So I can. How many did you roll?
I ended up rolling 4.
Okay.
But you can roll up to your level, which is
Up to 5. Yeah. Do 2 and see how it works out for me. So that's 10.
Mallory, are you in D&D Beyond?
Yeah.
It won't roll the die for you.
Oh yeah, I know.
Okay.
I am perplexed because it seems like it wants to tell me that I can take a key point to recover all of my health in a short rest, and then I clicked that, and then it told me I was dead, and I had to start making death saves. So something got super busted, and we're not going to do that.
It's weird, using your key kills you all of a sudden.
It's a real bummer.
Such a shame, but what can you do?
Okay. I'm back up to full health.
Okay.
Aria, are you good?
Yes.
Cool.
I'm going to use one more hit die, but I'm on it, don't worry.
All right. So after recovering some HP, you all head out toward the palace. As you move through the city, you see that there are still some people talking about what happened at the Opera House, and you all get to the palace, and it's relatively unguarded. You think that most of the people were at the Opera House so there are only a few guards there.
Are we going in the secret entrance, or are we going to go in the front door?
Well, I think we
not
should.
the front door.
Yeah,
Daddy?
I think we should.
Well, I didn't know what my father's plan was.
Also,
I'd like to go in the secret entrance, but then again, the evil traitor Tortle knew about it, so...
So, Rocal looks at you and he's like, we should try to be as stealthy as possible.
Alright, secret entrance, but again, your Tortle friend is also a traitor, so just FYI. We should all be on our guard.
So, yeah, you suggest that you all should go into the secret entrance. So, traveling with you all right now, it's the three of you and Rocal, your dad, Win, is with you. Not your dad, but Rocal, who is Win's dad.
My father, Kevin Fusco, is with us.
So
He loves doing some treason in the morning.
So Win, Madie, Aria, Rocal sneak into the secret entrance of the palace. And when you do...
We didn't bring, I'm sorry.
Orpheus?
Yeah, we didn't bring Orpheus with us.
No, she stayed behind with
She's busy.
Elderson.
I'm happy she stayed behind, just for what's going through Win's mind, because Win just found out all of her, friends from her hometown are dead, except Orpheus, so it'd be real chill if Orpheus also didn't die.
Yeah.
So you all sneak into the palace. Where are we headed?
The dungeon. We gotta get my mom, we gotta get Martin, we gotta get Keef, we gotta get Anne.
Okay, we're going to the dungeon.
And then with all of us, we can get Fee if we need to.
Okay, I don't think your mother's going to be here since she was at the Opera House, but we can look for your friends.
You don't think they would have brought them back here after...
For
stuff
our
went
sake,
down?
we hope not, because we can't find our way out of here.
You're right.
We've got to just try. Let's just start someplace. The dungeon seems as good a place as any. We'll go bottom to top.
All right, so everybody go ahead and make a stealth check
I would love to do
sneak
that.
into the dungeon.
Whenever you go, everybody go ahead. I'm like, are we going to have to roll for initiative?
6.
6? Awesome.
Hold on.
Well, let me roll for your dad.
12.
12? The 12 team?
I had a 12. She has a 13.
13.
Oh, okay, cool. And Aria has a 6. Rocal rolled a 12. So, you all are you're making your way through the dungeon. Aria,
Way downtown.
you're you're moving around, but the corridors are pretty small. So you're bumping into stuff a lot and making a lot of noise.
Big wings.
Big wings. So as you're moving around, you hear a chittering noise, and this decrepit skeleton comes around the corner, and it's looking around in the direction that you all are. So, what would you like to do?
Can we just breathe?
I freeze. Yeah, exactly.
Win?
Yeah, freeze. They're stupid. We learned that before.
Okay, everybody go ahead and make a deception check.
Everybody go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Nat 20!
Nice.
So, on a nat 20, the skeleton's coming around the corner, and Aria, you just kind of wrap your wings around everyone. And the skeleton, looks around, and then takes, one of his arms off and scratches his back, then puts it back, and then he goes back around the corner. And you all are undiscovered.
Oh, thanks, Aria. Okay, all right, we gotta keep going now.
So you make it to the dungeon, and once you get there, you see that Mithrica, Wynn's mom, is not there, and Anne is not there. So you assume that they were both probably still either at the Opera House or in transit. However, you see that there's a pile of bodies. A lot of them are charred. And on top of the pile of bodies, you see your friend, Martin, the money wizard. And chained to the wall and bleeding, you see Keef, and his boy band hair is covering his eyes. You can't tell if he's conscious or not.
I go over to Martin and put my hands on him to see if he can wake up.
So as you touch him, his body is cold as ice.
Oh, you guys, he's cold.
What? No. We came here to rescue him.
I was afraid of this. You should have seen it when he went down. It was really bad. Aria, do you think that any of your people can help?
I think it's worth a shot for sure.
Okay, I'm gonna go and check on Keef now because he looks like he might actually be alive. So I go over to Keef.
So you head over to Keef, and he is unconscious. He does have a pulse, though.
Okay, I give him a health potion.
So you take Keef and help him drink the health potion. He jolts awake, and he's like, "Madie, what happened?"
A super long story. You probably know more than me because you were awake when I went down. But let's get you out of this. And I try to like get his chains off of him.
Awesome.
I have a crowbar.
Okay, you want to use your crowbar?
Sure.
Awesome. So Madie and Aria, you're helping Keef get unchained. Wynn, could you make a perception check?
12.
So you notice that there's a barrel that's next to the pile of bodies that wasn't there before.
I knock on it. Shave and a haircut.
Hello?
P, is that you?
Who's asking?
It's Wynn and Aria and Madie.
He pops out of the barrel and he's like, "My friends! I'm so
You're
happy to
okay.
see you."
Oh, buddy, we were so worried.
Oh,
So
don't worry
glad you
about
go look
me.
for you somewhere else.
I know you have a lot of inexplicable magic. Martin's dead. Is there anything you can do?
Well, maybe. Before he died, he told me that one of your dads was sick. So I figured out how to get this stone out of that weird gem you gave me. And in his hand is this glowing orange stone, and it has this really bright aura to it. He says, I think that this can maybe help, but I think you could probably only use it once.
I mean, we've got to use it on Martin. We'll figure out my dad. Let's try it on Martin.
So you say you want to use it on Martin. You see that Fee looks at the stone, and he's like, "If that's what you want," and hands it to you, Madie.
Wait, but I'm still like, am I still getting...
Oh, at this point, you've
down.
gotten Keef down. He's tending to his wounds and just kind of listening as you all talk to Fee.
Okay. I don't know what to do with this.
Oh, it's easy. You just put it on the person that you want to heal, and the stone will do the rest.
I'm not a healer. One of these guys is going to have to do this.
Okay,
I have a +2 medicine modifier.
that is Aria's the best at this. You and I should move.
With a +2, I'm the best.
You are the best at the medicine.
I mean, let me look. Let me just double check and make sure. Yeah, I'm +0. Plus,
All
I
right.
really want to go talk to Keef. So here,
Cool.
and I hand it to her,
Thank you.
and I go over to Keef, and I put my arms around him.
Keef wraps his arms around your waist, and he holds you close. He says, "I thought I lost you."
I know, me too. I'm really glad you're okay. All right.
He takes a minute, and then he just bursts into tears as he's holding on to you. Aria, you have this stone in your hand.
Sure do.
What are you gonna do?
Is this the thing I can fail?
I don't know.
Is this a thing I can botch? Oh, jeez.
So Fee looks at you, and he's like, "All you got to do is just put it on him, and it should do the rest."
Madie, are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. I walk over to Martin's corpse. I have a difficult time looking at it, but I set the stone down gently atop his forehead.
As you set the stone down, it bursts with light and the room fills. And somewhere deep in the ether, the space between spaces, Martin is with his family. And he finally has regained the semblance of who he is. And Martin, you hear Aria and your friends mourning over your body. And then you see this bright light, and a gateway opens up to you.
Dad, I really like... I didn't think I'd ever say this, but I really like not being burdened with money. Or, breathing. I don't think we breathe down here. We just kind of go around. I don't have to go to the bathroom ever. It's really great. I think I need to go. I think my friends need me.
You see your dad puts his hand on your shoulders, and he's like, I understand, son. You'll always have a place here when the time is right. And he gives you a big hug.
Let's hope that time comes a long time from now, Dad.
Well, we can't say when it'll come, but I know that with what you have left, you're going to do great things. I'm proud of you, son.
Can I get a point of inspiration for fatherly love?
Yeah, your dad gets a point of inspiration for his fatherly.
Great.
I feel the inspiration fill his body. I'm like, Dad, I feel like you're getting a lot more out of this than I am. I gotta go now.
Awesome. So you turn to start to walk towards the light, and as you do, your dad's like, oh, hey, one more thing. And as you turn back to look at him, he flicks a golden coin to you. And when you catch it, you feel like you're no longer the man that you were before. And you do get a point of inspiration. And as you walk into the light, why don't you tell us about Martin and the journey that he's been on?
Well, once upon a time, a long time ago, in the land of Adrill, which you might know as a land of cliffs and mountains and adventuring, there was a pretty modest family of adventurers. They made gear, they explored, they mined, and their family symbol was a flock of crows, and they had a son named Marty. Marty, while mining one day, stumbled into a cave of some kind, saw a giant pile of money there, and thought that his family's fortunes would be changed forever. And they were, in a sense, because on touching this pile of cursed money, Marty, now Martin, was forever changed. His family sure got a lot of gold out of the deal, but they lost a son because he forgot them and went off on his own path. This path brought him across a group of friends named Aria and Wynn and Madie. He gained a sense of purpose. He gained a desperate need to see everything in monetary terms. And then because he did some backsass to a lizard with a trident, he died a horrible, agonizing, teeth-clenching death. And so as he grabs this coin, as he loses the sense of who he was, and as he starts to walk back to who he is, or who he will be, a pretty substantial transformation is happening. First of all, I would say that most of his memories aren't back. He probably has a vague idea of who you all are, but like Keef, Fee, the incredible range of adventures that you've had together, both on and off screen, those are gone. And second, the figure that Marty would have becomes deeply clear magically rejuvenated as the light of the stone washes over him. So what everyone else sees is as the light begins to expire, Martin Money assumes his true form while looking at... It starts from his hands, from the tip of his head. He sort of glances over at the signet ring and the flock of crows and what it actually represents. He's Marty Murder, and he's coming back. His clothes tear as 50 pounds of muscle ripple throughout his body in what seems like an instant. It is deeply disturbing for everyone involved. He is clothed, but the flying clothes are tattered as hell. A great axe apparates into his hand. A range of scars from adventurers that he's never had with you pop up all over his body. His class changes to barbarian. And he emerges from this stupor, rises just like bolts upright and goes, "Oh crap! Holy crap! Look at me! Oh, I'm alive! I'm alive! Oh, I was dead! Oh, I gotta kill the lizard! Oh! 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 Oh, who is this?" He sees Keef and he goes like, "Who is that beautiful angelic creature? Who are any of you?"
What?
Wynn! Yes, your name is Wynn.
Yes. Martin, what happened to you?
I feel like I get 2 attacks per action. Oh, this feels really weird. Oh, this body does not feel like it's mine, but it also feels like it was mine, but it wasn't mine, or it didn't belong to me originally. Oh gosh, I am penniless, and that doesn't worry me. Why doesn't that worry me? I take a coin out of my mouth. Why do I have my dad's coin in my mouth? Ugh.
We don't have any answers for you here. We were hoping you were gonna have answers.
Yeah, this is inexplicable for us. Fee, is this what's supposed to happen?
You see Fee looks at you, is like, I don't know.
Oh, you're a child.
Who is that magical child?
Oh,
hey. Good-natured.
This is...
Why don't you know all of us, Martin?
I feel like there's 2 sets of memories clashing in my head. I can't... It was really hard to make sense of them.
Okay.
We gotta get out.
I am ripped in more ways than one, which I'm still deciding how I feel about.
Do you... Okay, yeah, you, I look around. Are there more clothes in here anyplace?
I will point out again, Marty Murder is modestly, like, it's a barbarian loincloth look. It's working.
The only clothes are on the corpses that are kind of charred.
Oh, okay, yeah. So there's some like burn clothes, but anyway, you're good. You're good.
Did anyone hear this? Do I hear any guards coming or anything? Like,
you can make a perception
Marty
check.
made it a loud entrance.
He did.
17.
Yes. So you hear footsteps coming down the hallway.
I'm sorry my resurrection was loud. I don't know what it's like to come back from the dead, man.
Don't apologize. We're just glad you're alive.
So glad you're alive.
I'm glad I'm alive. My dad got a point of inspiration from hugging me. I don't know what that family dynamic's about.
Okay, that's all great. I want to go. By the way, so glad you're back, Marty, and like all about talking. I'm gonna loot the corpses, please.
Awesome. Okay, so
while she's doing that, I'm gonna like sneak down the hall
corpses
and hide.
Okay, so could I get a hide check from a rogue? And then for those of you who are grave robbing,
they aren't in a grave, so we can't grave rob.
I mean, come on, it's technically.
I'm just kidding. So where'd I put all the loot?
Yeah, see? I know what's up.
Okay. So, roll a d20, Martin and Madie, and that'll determine what you get.
That's an 11.
Awesome. Madie?
9.
Awesome. So, Martin.
Can I loot too?
Yeah, sure. Go for it.
That's a 5.
Okay, Aria, you find a bag of holding. So it's a bag with essentially...
For a 5?
Yeah, so you get a bag of holding.
It's a table, matey.
You have a coat of many things. So, Madie, you find a deck of illusions.
Okay.
So it's on page 101. And oh wow, that's not helpful. You can look it up on D&D Beyond, or just Google it. So the deck of illusions, you have 26 cards with it. So essentially, what it is they're kind of like a certain IP that has playing cards, and when you play them, monsters show up.
Cool.
So these illusions, when you use a card, the illusion appears. And it seems real to anyone who sees it unless they interact with it.
Okay.
Once you use a card, if you don't pick it back up, then you lose that card. So you have 26 of them.
Which card is the blue dragon white eyes?
The dragon is not in the deck, unfortunately. So Marty Murder, you find a cape of Mountebank. So what that does is it allows you to cast Dimension Door once a day. So you and one willing creature can teleport. And it's actually a really great tool that you can use however you like. I'm going to post those in the chat so you have
Can Aria search for me? Did she find 2 things and one of them's for me?
Yeah, so she also found a empty coin sack that's like kind of charred and like has some flaky ashes on it.
Now that's for a 5.
That's okay. I have a 24 for hiding because there is a bunch of guards coming our way.
So as you all are searching, Wynn disappears. And your dad...
I'm like, where'd Wynn go? Real loud.
Your dad, he just hides on behind the door frame, waiting to surprise attack someone if they come in.
Sames.
So
Dad and I have the same brain.
I see her dad do that, and I'm like, oh, hold up. So I ready an action.
what would you like
Can I
to
do that?
Yeah.
Ready a defensive action. If anyone comes through the door trying to attack us, I will attack back.
I mean, I feel like
If a hostile creature comes through the door.
That's a very broad action to ready, but I understand.
Is it too broad?
We'll see what happens. I think it's fine.
if someone walks through the door, I see what Madie's doing, and I'm still getting used to my very strange new body. I sort of like copy Madie's stance with my great axe. If anything comes through that door, I'm gonna hit it.
Okay.
I see what Marty's doing. I'm like, Marty, you're new here now. Put it down. Just stand behind me.
So,
Okay.
as
So I just
you
kind of
all,
stand. I'm ready, and I just kind of stand behind her.
as you all are in
They're
the
like sticking my hand deeper and deeper into the bag of holding.
awesome. So Aria is almost halfway in the bag of holding, and
What do you see inside?
the fabric of the universe. So coming around the corner, draped out in gold and rubies and really ornate robes, you see the familiar face of Alistair Wormweather, who was the mayor of Stone Snarry, and he has two skeletons with him, and he's like, "What's all this noise? Oh, hey!" So you attack him?
Well, I mean, we were all ready to do so.
Okay, awesome. So,
And also, he should Oh no, I guess he was arrested, but he wasn't murdered.
Right,
I thought he
right.
was dead for some reason.
He wasn't dead. No, he might be now, but he wasn't
We
dead.
thought he was in the custody of someone we could trust, but I'm learning that trusting people just really doesn't.
I
work.
trust no one.
So in your mind's eye, you remember that when you were in Stone Snarry, that it got taken over, and Alistair made a deal with the King of the Dead to spare his life, but in return, he would essentially give the city to them. So he was helping them when they took over the city.
So he is bad. Yeah.
So you attack him.
Blood
So
ritual.
Doesn't necessarily mean he's bad, okay?
Blood ritual.
You might go deal with them to
Blood
like
ritual. He
protect
killed
your
Ginger.
daughter.
Blood ritual.
yes,
Doesn't mean you're necessarily bad.
I mean,
Okay.
Oh
Personally,
yeah, but blood ritual,
that's
yes.
fair.
That you did,
Sacrifice.
Aria. Yes.
Yeah, tore open someone's chest, took their heart out. Not a lot of good reasons to do that.
See, I didn't do that.
No, you didn't.
So there.
You didn't do that. He did. So
you also notice that Alistair is wearing some familiar jorts, like jort armor, and it looks like they're a little too small from him. Maybe like he took them off of somebody else.
yeah, I want to kill him. I kill
So
him.
all of those with the readied action,
Burning rage.
you can attack if you had a readied action.
Heck
So
yeah.
I think that's Win and Madie
And my dad.
and your father.
I'm keeping track of what my dad's doing. He's gonna help us in this fight.
Oh my gosh, he rolled so well.
Unlike Mr. I'm gonna try to sneak attack and do and fall prone on my face, Keef. I have a vague resentment of pratfalls in my new life.
He did try to save you. He's the only one, Marty.
That's true.
I didn't say any of this out loud. I just got a vague resentment of pratfalls. What can I say?
I just give you a side eye.
Okay,
I
so-
just came back from the dead. I don't know what to do with the side eye.
What did you roll for your attack, Win?
24. My question to you, DM, and I'm not 100% sure, because I'm hidden and it was a surprise, do I have advantage on the attack?
It is. You do have advantage, and it is surprise attack.
Good.
So sneak
Then
attack.
I get to use my sneak attack.
Yeah.
I'll roll again in case I get a 20, but I'm pretty sure a 24 hits.
Yes, it definitely hits. And you're attacking Alistair, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
No, I'm
cool.
gonna go with the 24 instead of the 8, so we're just gonna go with that 24.
Awesome.
And then I am gonna do damage to him, which includes a 6 plus 3d6 for my sneak attack.
Oh my gosh.
One
So-
shot, Alistair. One shot, Alistair.
9 plus 8 is 17.
Awesome. And Madie, you rolled an attack as well, right?
Yeah. I mean, yes, I will now. Oh, 19, which for me is a crit.
Awesome. So critical success. Go ahead and roll your damage twice.
Okay. All right, so let's see. Okay.
Fighting.
I mean, you were ready this time. Y'all were not having his
But
mess.
we're not messing around.
Yeah.
All right, so
Well, I'm
do
in
I
the back.
wait? So D8 twice?
Yeah. Or
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. Sorry, y'all. I'm so slow.
That's all good.
All right, so I got a 6 and a 1, and then plus 3.
So you do have that ability to re-roll your damage if you
Oh.
roll a 1.
Yes, I do. Thank you.
Oh, no.
Oh, thanks for boosting me up there.
You're welcome.
4.
So 10 altogether?
6, 4, 3.
Yeah, 6, 4, and 3. Right? Because I only get the three bonus one time, right?
Okay, yeah, so 13 altogether.
So 13.
Okay. Awesome. Oh wow. So you all so Alistair walks
And how does the dad?
Yeah, does my
Because the
dad
dad has
murder
a
him?
surprise attack.
yes, so
Does it matter?
he was able to do 7 points of damage. So he didn't roll super well, but so Alistair comes around the corner, and when you do you shoot him with an arrow, or how do you attack him?
Yeah, I had I wasn't sure how far away they'd be, so I had my short bow ready.
Awesome. So you shoot an arrow right through his calf, and he falls to one knee. Madie, you come up with your hammer, and he flips over from the hit, and then your dad just stabs through his hand, pinning him to the ground. And he's like, "Oh, what did I ever do to you people?"
Do you surrender?
He's still alive.
He is still alive. Aria, could you make a Constitution save for me?
No.
What? No!
7.
Awesome. So,
I like the 5 today.
so as Aria comes out of the bag of holding,
You're like a cat.
you start to glow with this really like purple blue energy, and the skeletons turn toward you, and they kneel on one knee.
Oh,
What?
good?
So, the only
Is this
combatant.
the time?
Mean.
Can I do an insight check? Because I
Yeah.
just saw them wreck them, and then I saw some skeletons do some battling.
Can I do an Arcana check to see what's happening to me?
So you do Arcana and go ahead and roll an insight, Marty.
That's a critical fail.
Awesome. So you think that
Aria.
that Aria is an interdimensional being. So what did you get on your Arcana
I don't know
check?
any better.
A 3.
A 3. Awesome. So you
Wait,
feel.
no, it's a 4.
Oh, 4.
Oh, it's a 4.
You
Is
feel
that
like
Karma, is that different?
whatever Elder Son gave you is not agreeing with your stomach.
Good. Yay.
So everybody go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh no.
I'm using the digital dice, you guys. We're done with this.
Yeah.
So
20.
that is 13.
Okay.
Of course, now I'm gonna miss. I have good initiative, which means all of my next attacks are just miss.
19.
Okay. And what did you roll, Win?
22?
Ooh. What did you get, Aria?
1.
A 1? Okay, that's okay.
Is that a critical fail, or is that a...
No, not on
It's
initiative,
okay.
no.
It's not okay with me.
Yeah, you critical failed on initiative, you just don't get a turn. No, I'm just kidding. So, Win, it's actually your turn to act first.
Oh, fun. Okay, well, so is Alistair incapacitated or just hurt?
So he's just hurt.
Oh. Okay. Then I'm going to... Madie's next to him because she hit him with her hammer, and my dad is also, correct?
That's correct.
Great, I'm gonna go stab him with my rapier.
Awesome.
Oh, yeah. Non-natural 20.
Oh, snap. Okay, go ahead and roll damage.
Great, well, I've got some friends standing next to him, which is super good. So we'll just roll all these dice. So an 18 damage?
18 damage? Holy smokes.
Yeah,
Okay.
the first one wasn't great. It was just a 4, but my sneak attack damage was great.
Yeah,
Wow.
Carmen, that's how we felt last time.
Yeah, Carmen.
So you stab him with your rapier, and he's just like, and starts coughing up blood. And he's like,
Do you surrender?
Oh.
That's what I say to him.
I don't know. I just, yes, I surrender.
Oh, call off the skeletons.
I can't. It seems like they don't respond to me anymore. And it's going to be Madie's turn now.
Aria, tell the skeletons to dance.
Oh, I'm gonna.
Madie, hit the skeletons just in case.
Okay. Well, I got a 1, so it doesn't matter what I do.
So you miss. And do you have another attack that you want to use or anything like
Oh,
that?
I do. Yeah. See, I'm so distracted. I'm like, what's going on with the skeletons and Aria's tummy? Very worried.
He's a tough guy.
Okay, so that was a 16.
On Alistair?
Yeah,
That
no,
hits.
no, it was on the skeletons.
Oh, on the skeleton?
Oh, but I can't attack the skeletons because I'm next to Alistair, right? I'm involved with him.
They're all right there, so you can hit them.
Oh, okay.
So you want to hit one of the skeletons?
So, but it's actually, yeah, but it's a 16, let's see, hold on. 22, actually.
Okay, so who would you like to hit, though? The skeleton, or one of the skeletons, or Alistair?
One of the skeletons.
Okay, awesome. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay.
Kill it.
Let's see. $12.
Awesome. So you, the skeleton's like bowing, and you bring your hammer down, and it turns into dust as you hit it. Now it's going to be Keef's turn. He's going to. Awesome.
Keef dies. Weird.
Weird. Yeah, he just dies. I don't know how that happened. So Keef walks over and stomps on Alistair's face, and he's like, "Do you surrender or not?" And Alistair, like, some of his teeth have fallen out, his eyes really blackened, and he's bleeding from his eyes and nose and mouth. And now it's going to be Marty's turn.
I feel a little bad about this, but he's real gross and bad, I know, but I still feel like
Oh, I'm
all of
sorry.
us, one of him, and
Actually, it's your dad's turn, Win. So your dad is going to attempt to grapple.
Yeah, grapple him, Daddy. My
Awesome.
dad can beat up your dad.
So your dad has pinned Alistair down, and now Alistair is restrained. And now it is Marty's turn.
You do know that coming away from this, we're going to have a bunch of Keef step on me memes. You do know that's what we open ourselves up to.
Aww.
So what is Marty going to do?
What is Marty going to do? Okay, so can I get a perception check to sort of take in the situation?
Go for
Because
it.
a lot has happened.
A lot's happening.
That is a 16 plus 2, that's 18.
Awesome. So what are you attempting to perceive?
Okay, Aria and the whole cosmic thing that's happening right now, can I get a good read on that?
Yeah, so you you feel like once Aria started to glow this weird purple misty color, then the skeletons responded to that, and you don't have memories from your past life, so you feel like maybe something that she did in the past is causing this, but you don't know what.
Maybe this is just a thing that happens when this person meets skeletons. This is new. I'm gonna, nevertheless. You were saying, Madie?
I was just gonna say I could see Marty looking at her really intently, and I'm gonna ask him, "What do you see?"
It looks like she's got an energy thing going on that the skeletons are responding to. They're really responding to her vibes.
Oh, they did a vibe check.
Did you
I
have
didn't
any
wanna do
idea
that.
of like what it might have to do with?
I don't know. She's a bird person. Maybe that's the thing that bird persons do.
So as you all are talking, Alistair's like, "Oh, get off of my back! What are you doing?" As Wynn's dad is holding him down. So what is Marty gonna do?
I'm gonna shout to Aria real quick. Hey, do you mind if I destroy the skeleton?
Go for it.
I'm gonna attack the other skeleton.
Awesome,
I
go
kind of
for it.
liked having skeleton henchmen, but this is probably unsafe.
That was a 9.
A 9 does not hit.
Okay, I'm gonna roll my second attack action, and that is a 24.
24 definitely hits.
Okay. That is 1d12 plus 3, which is... Gotta find a d12. All these new dice I gotta roll with my variant. That is an 8.
Awesome. So you, with your new body, this new power that you have, you come down on the skeleton with your weapon, and and knock half of its body off on its right side. And as you do, it sort of shambles to its feet. And now it's going to be...
I get to have a bonus action.
Oh, that is correct. What would you like to do?
You know, this doesn't feel like a time for a rage. So I might actually, I'm just gonna, I just sort of reel back from, because I used to be a wizard. I used to not hit things up close. I would hit them up close, but it would go badly because I'm a wizard who's hitting things up close with spells which are really supposed to be cast from very far away. So, I just go like, whew, this is nice.
Awesome. So as you're starting to enjoy this newfound ability that you have, it's Fee's turn, and Fee kind of takes a few steps back and turns into a barrel. And now it's going to be Aria's turn.
For some reason, this word is pulled out of my mouth. I just say coward, and I'm like, wait, where'd that come from?
So we still have skeletons to hit, I guess?
One skeleton and one mare.
Yeah, so there's the skeleton, the right half of its body has been partially knocked off, and there's the former mayor Alistair who's being pinned by Rocal Winstead right now.
I yell, Aria, see if you can get the skeleton to attack the mayor, just 'cause.
I tell the skeleton to attack the mayor.
Go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
I mean, it is bowing to her.
So that is an unnatural one.
Awesome. So it was bowing to you, but one of your friends attacked it. So it looks at Marty, and it looks at its half of the body that's on the ground, and then it looks at you again, Aria, and then it just stands there.
Okay. Was that my action?
No. You can. That was a free action. So what would you like to do?
I'm gonna go ahead and hit it.
Okay.
With my quarterstaff, and I swear to God. Wait. Okay, there we go. Finally, 24.
Awesome. So that definitely hits.
Okay. And I'm gonna use it two-handed, so I can use my D8.
Can't wait to roll 3s and 4s against people in full plate armor once we get finished bashing these skeletons to pieces.
That'll be great. 4 damage.
Awesome. So the skeleton looks at you. It doesn't have eyes, but you feel like as you raise your quarterstaff, its eye sockets kind of droop a little bit in sadness, and then you come crashing down, and the skeleton bursts into dust.
Should have taken my orders.
Insubordination, and now it's Wynn's turn.
I mean, Alistair's is restrained, right?
That's correct.
What are you doing here? What's your plan? And where is my mom?
He's like, I don't know your mom, alright? They told me to come here because they wanted me to watch the castle while everybody was out, and I just was gonna come down here and torture the prisoners because it makes me feel like a big person.
He was gonna torture Keef!
You're the worst. You're literally the worst.
Well, I want to know
I don't
about.
remember who Keef is. I don't know where that came from.
I know. Well, we have a lot to catch up on, Marty. I want to know why are you wearing all these jewels? Where'd you get all this stuff?
Well, it was part of my reward.
Traitor.
It was part of my reward for helping them take over Stone Snarry.
I put my knee on his chest and I was like, really? Where did you get it?
There was this village that we raided.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I marched with the undead army to a drill, and I tricked the leader there and let the undead army into the city. We stole all of his riches.
Okay, great.
What was,
Sean is
what was the leader's name?
I don't remember. We don't talk very often.
I get really mad and I just bash him in the face with my fist.
Awesome. So you punch the rest of his teeth out. Now he's toothless. So Alistair is essentially a non-combatant now. So we're gonna say that you guys aren't in combat anymore.
Okay.
And you have Alistair here, so what are you going to do?
Loot him.
I was going to go through all his pockets. They all got cool stuff.
So, people who I've been traveling with, Adril is my home. That was my family. Wait,
you never told us that, Marty.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then that's probably because I didn't remember anything because I stumbled into a big pile of radioactive gold or something.
Wait, what?
Before we loot this man's pockets, I need to know exactly what they attacked and what they did in Adril.
We burned the whole place down. There weren't any survivors. The Army of the Dead, they convert people. They turn them into servants for the king. That's why I made a deal with them, so that they wouldn't kill me.
What king?
The King of the Dead.
Oh, the same one that Madie's dad made a deal with.
What? What are you talking about?
It's not important to you. Did you steal the jorts of our favorite bartender?
I don't know. I mean, I didn't see any bartender. There was some prisoner that we tortured for a while, and after we killed him, I figured that he wouldn't need this anymore.
Oh, you know fully well exactly who those jorts belong to.
We have a favorite bartender?
Yes, we're very sad about this, Marty.
He wore jorts.
That's the right face.
Look, I'm just a messenger, all right? I'm just following orders. You gotta let me go.
Ugh.
No.
What's the plan?
They don't tell me anything, all right? Just let me go. I swear I don't know anything.
I mean, just so we're...
I don't believe that he doesn't know anything. I'm gonna check I'm gonna roll for intimidation.
Do it.
That is a 9.
Awesome. So,
yeah, I want to. He says he doesn't know anything. I think he knows something.
Look,
and I think that there is a bit of an advantage considering the man is not toothless. He's not in a position to be especially.
Can we even understand what he's saying?
So
I don't know.
He looks at you, Marty, as you try to intimidate him, and he's like, "Look, all right, I don't know anything about anything, okay? Just leave me alone."
How did you make a deal with the King of the Dead? How do you contact him?
He says, well, there was this weird guy who showed up at the last leadership council meeting. I'd never seen him before, but he was like some kind of lizard person.
Well, what was this lizard person's name?
I don't know, like jump swing, skip something.
Skip glider.
Skip glider.
Yeah, that was it. Skip glider.
Yeah.
I'd like to activate my berserker rage.
Awesome. So you go into a rage as he says skip glider, the man who took your life.
I don't know if he took my life yet, but it does send me into a rage. I'm just in a rage right now. Y'all better finish interrogating this dude, or hold me back.
I'm not very strong, but I will try to hold Martin back.
So you all are trying to hold Martin back, and you see that
Jump skipper!
Your dad is going to make a perception check. Okay, now he's going to make an opposed grapple check.
No.
Okay, so as you all are figuring out, or trying to hold Martin back, Alistair takes a crystal out of his pocket and smashes it on the ground.
I knew we should have killed him already.
He smashes the crystal on the ground, and he disappears in a puff of smoke.
I call shenanigans on that, because this is technically an opportunity attack. I am in a berserker rage. I would like to take a swing at him as he's disappearing.
Go for it. Go ahead and roll an attack.
Okay, that is a 25.
Awesome. So go ahead and roll damage.
That is a. That's 4.
4? Okay, awesome. So, Marty, you're in a rage, and your friends, your new friends, or these people that you just met are trying to hold you back. But you see this smoke appears as he smashes the crystal, and when your dad kind of loses track of Alistair, but Marty, you have your eyes locked on him, and what kind of weapon do you have?
Great axe.
You raise your great axe high and with a fell swoop decapitate Alistair, and a dead body, headless, falls out of the smoke as Alistair.
Oh, I don't feel good about any of that! Jump, Skipper!
Marty, he's bad man.
Also,
Don't worry. Now
we
can we
need
loot
more
him?
people coming down here.
So you're you can loot him, yeah. So you find about 400 gold pieces, and you find a note that says, "Keep the prisoners safe until you get the signal."
I wish I knew what the signal was.
And your dad
Burka.
looks at you when he's like, "We can't stay here any longer. We need to go."
I put his head in my bag of holding.
Awesome. So Aria, as
Look,
you
you
take
never
the gold.
know when you're gonna need to just pull out a severed head.
Awesome. I take the gold.
awesome. So
I would like to grab. I'd like to grab the jorts and be like, we're sad about these, right?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Do
Was
we
he
keep
wearing
them?
jewelry? I think he was wearing jewelry when he came down here.
He was wearing a lot of jewelry, but I'm looking at the jorts, the sad jorts.
So, Madie, you have the jewelry he was wearing, which amounts to the gold pieces that I told you. And Aria, as you pick up the head, the purple aura around you dissipates as you put it into the bag of holding.
Very weird.
I'm wondering if those two things are related or not.
So, what are you all gonna do?
Well, we need to go find Wynn's mom.
Madie, your dad is in the infirmary here.
We don't know that he's still okay. And we used the stone. I'm not sure. I mean, yes. Let's go see if we can find him. But I feel like your mom's in more urgent danger.
Okay. Let's leave then. He's still on the side of the council here, or what's his name? I forget Churlish's name literally every second. Every second I live, I forget Churlish's name.
That's okay. He's not your favorite person.
No, he fought for him, so he's not in immediate danger of dying for treason, I guess.
No, I mean he's just by
evil necromancy
the king of the dead.
magic. Yeah. Okay, let's escape from here then.
Your dad nods, and you all head back out the way you came. You get back to the boathouse, and once you do, Elderson is there, and he gives you a big hug, Aria, and Orpheus gives you a really big hug when she's like, "I'm so happy that you made it back okay."
Nothing's gonna happen to us. And nothing's gonna happen to you. I'm gonna keep you as safe as I can. Madie?
Oh, I just want to give Marty a hug because there wasn't anybody there to give him a hug, and I just want him to know that we love him.
Oh, so Madie, you give Marty a big hug, and you all have saved your friend. And Aria, as you're with Elderson, I'm sorry, Marty, was there something?
I was just gonna say, is it these jorts? I don't know. Like, these people are really nice. I'm just getting a really big muscular hug from this human person. I thought humans were dead. That's great. But these jorts, this is what I have to try to start deciphering who I used to be. Can I examine them, see if there's anything weird about them?
Yeah, go ahead and roll an investigation check.
my intelligence has gone way down with this version of myself. That is a unnatural 2.
So you feel like they belonged to a great warrior, but that's all that you can really gather.
You just see me staring at metal jorts intently as you hug me.
So
We'll tell you about him later.
Aria, as you're talking to Elder Son, he takes a step back and he's like, your energy seems different.
Yeah, what did you give us? Because that super messed me up.
I just gave you snail soup like I always used to make. How about we perform a meditation to see if we can decipher the meaning of this?
Seems like the best path.
So, make a nature check with advantage.
Okay, so that one's a 16, and that one's 6.
Okay, so you take some time to gather your thoughts and commune with nature and search inside of yourself. And you remember when you were in Stone Snarry and you crushed the heart. And you feel like when you did that, there was some change in you that is just now showing itself. And you feel like because all of the events that have happened in Broken Rock, and maybe because the mysterious presence of someone who may have caused all of this is causing this energy to emerge in you now. You can't really decipher the extent of what it is yet, but you feel like you have some sort of untapped power.
Sick.
Madie, Keef walks over to you and he's like, listen, there's something I have to tell you. While I was a prisoner, I heard some of the other guards talking, and the King of the Dead is here.
What? Where?
I don't know, but I think that we either need to get out of here, or maybe if we can expose him, we can get the people to rise up with us. But he's here.
What do you mean expose him? Is he in disguise or something?
No, but I just mean like nobody knows who he is, right? So maybe if people knew who he was, then they wouldn't be so afraid, because they'd be like, oh, he's just like us, or something.
Wait, what? What?
Well, I'm just saying, like, you know, theater of the mind, when there's like the mystique of like, oh, the King of the Dead, really spooky. But if people see that the King of the Dead is actually just another living being, they wouldn't be so afraid. I don't know if he is or not, but that's just my theory.
Oh, right. I forgot. Okay, right. You're so pretty. You're so pretty. You're so pretty.
He brushes some of his hair back and he's like, oh, thanks.
Did you... Go ahead.
Oh, nothing.
That's okay, go ahead.
I was just going to say, and he gives you a kiss on the cheek. I missed you.
Oh, I missed you too. I wanted to ask you, so what happened after I went down?
Well, they spent a while kicking you, and then they tied me up and they drug you all off to somewhere that I didn't see. Anne was in pretty bad shape. Did she make it?
She's still alive as far as we know, but we don't know anything else. Did they say anything?
Just that the King of the Dead was here.
Oh, right, but what did what's his name? Did Skip Glider say anything?
No.
After he kicked me.
He and Calderon went with you, and some of his guards took me into custody.
Okay. All right, so I tell everybody. So the King of the Dead is here, turns out. Might look like regular person, might not. We're not really. Like, that's some speculation. Not sure what it's based on. So anyway, you're so pretty.
As you say speculation, Keith has like a philosophy book, and he's like, or an educated guess.
He's smart and pretty.
Yeah. So that's a really interesting
the King of the Dead
idea. So right. So I'd been imagining this like King of the Dead, but maybe he's not. Maybe he's just the King of the Dead.
I thought he was like a big skeleton with like a crown.
It is sort of what you'd expect.
But maybe that's the whole point.
Well, okay, so Alistair said he was at the Leadership Council, and the King of the Dead approached them, and he said his name was the name of the lizard man we don't speak of.
No, he didn't say it was the King of the Dead. He said that's right. That's just who approached him to make the deal.
To make the deal for the King of the Dead. Okay,
Right.
okay.
Right. I mean, it could be him, but like he seems more like a.
Do we think it's the big dragon who almost murdered me? Sorry, Dragonborn.
Sure, maybe.
I mean, that spell that almost murdered you certainly indicates.
It sent me straight
Something.
almost to death, yeah, so
Yeah.
it does feel very similar to...
It's very King of the Dead.
He's at least a prince of the dead, as far as I'm concerned.
This King of the Dead wants to convert everyone into being dead.
I mean, it doesn't really seem like the stealth mode to like walk around like a dragon, but like okay. So all right,
Dragonborn, so like he doesn't have another form.
Or maybe he can change his form.
Maybe he can. I mean, I can change. I guess
Yeah.
you're right. I'm being small-minded when I myself can change my form.
Okay. So we
still
gotta
need
find
to
your
get
mom
Anne and my mom.
Yeah.
and my dad, but like we'll get to him.
No, I feel bad. We left him.
I mean, what's gonna happen to him now? He's lying in bed. He'll still be there, hopefully, when we get back. I'm still mad at him too because he made a deal with the King of the Dead. So like,
Yeah, it's not
It's
great.
not ideal.
But
I mean,
my
it's
dad,
sweet. It was so sweet, but like, okay.
So where are you all standing when you're having this conversation? Are you all
in the boathouse.
Are
In the
you-
boathouse.
Are you all like sitting at a table together, or where are you like you kind of in a huddle or?
Yeah,
we're
we're not
huddling
just
up.
having it in the
Okay.
across
We're
the
huddled
hall.
up.
Yeah.
Private
So,
conversation.
Can all
Hanging
four
upside
of
down
you give
from a
me a
rafter.
dexterity save?
Oh no.
God. Why? I'm
What
sorry.
if?
I'm like, eating my
Yeah,
hair.
don't.
Can
What
I-
if we don't though?
Can I use
What if we?
an
Yeah.
Can I use an athletics check instead as a barbarian?
Sure. Yeah. Or no,
I
sorry,
rolled-
it's a saving throw, so no, do a dex save. What'd you say, Madie?
I rolled a 20.
A nat 20.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, Madie, on a nat 20, you feel this danger in the air, and you're able to like push your friends out of the way as like this just this giant thing comes crashing through the ceiling of the boathouse, and as the smoke clears, two giant wings emerge out of the smoke, and you see Skuldana Tyrannica, and her eyes are glowing red. And then Dirge Skiprider kicks in the door, and he looks at the old man, and he's like, "Permission to come aboard." And that's where we're gonna end for today.
Aria has
Jump, skipper!
a crush.
Oh, you said Aria has a crush?
Oh yeah.
On the dragon woman.
The Skuldana.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope she's the King of the
You're
Dead.
all lying if you don't.
I mean, yes.
Of course.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
So,
I mean, her brother did try to murder me, so like didn't like that. But
is Aria gonna find love? Is Marty gonna get revenge? I don't know. You'll have to come back next time to find out. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you next time on Sovereign of Death.